Okay, so in this video we're going to create a Zwiftpower account, create a Zwift racing app account. As a side product we're going to create a Strava account, and then we're going to find a team to join. These are the basic steps that we need to cover off in order to get ourselves set up to race. So step one, create a Zwiftpower account. So we are going to open a browser up and head on over to www.zwiftpower.com. There we are there. We're going to click on create an account. This is super simple. We are going to enter our Zwift account details. I'm going to assume that you've got a Zwift account. You've been Zwifting for a little bit or a lot, and you want to get into racing. So you've got a Zwift account. We're going to enter the details here and click login. That's as easy as it gets. That is your Zwiftpower account. You've got a Zwiftpower account now. All right, you can save your password there if you want to. There's the basic page you see. We can click on profile. There's our profile there. This is a test account, so I'm level 1. Up the top there is our Zwift ID. And you can also find that when you go into settings as well. So it's just there, Zwift ID. We can configure our profile, so choose the time zone you're in. Doesn't matter, doesn't make too much of a difference, just with the times of races, I guess. And we're going to update that. Now, if you do already have a Strava account, you can link it here as well, just on the right-hand side there. So I haven't done any races under this account. It's a test account, so I don't have any results, but we'll check that out a bit later on. Okay, so write down your Zwift ID. We're going to need that a bit later on for some of the other steps. So it's at 5151961. So when you've got that written down, now we're going to go and head over to create a Zwift racing account. Now, you're probably wondering, why do you need a Zwiftpower account and a Zwift racing account? Different racing series have chosen to utilize the different systems. So, for example, ZRL is a racing series, Zwift Racing League, that was still using Zwiftpower as its categorization system. So to know which category you belong in, D grade, C grade, B grade, or A grade. What we found now is that, say for example, the Chasing Tour series, the Dirt Racing series, they're using the Zwift Racing app. So rather than having to go back and then recreate another account later on, we're just going to get it done all at once. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go and open a browser up. Yep, create a Zwift Racing account, and we're going to go to zwiftracing.app and come into here. Now we're going to log in. Obviously we don't have an account, so we're going to create an account. Now in this case, we are going to use Strava. Now the reason why I've chosen Strava is, more often than not, people who Zwift have a Strava account, and if you don't already have a Strava account, it's worthwhile creating one. There's lots of information in there, a lot of information that is handy to go back and look at. So if you don't have a Strava account, sure, you can use Google, that's fine too, there's no issues there. But in this example, we're going to focus on Strava and use that. All right, so our side quest is to create a Strava account. So now we're going to head over, create another tab, we're going to go over to strava.com. And we're going to create an account, which is the default page that comes up. And we're going to use, in our case, just our own personal email address. So I'm going to use my email address. I'm going to put my password in, the password I want to use, and I'm going to sign up. So I've signed up. There'll be a few more prompts I've got to fill out. My profile details, my name. That's obviously not my correct name. My date of birth, and we're going to follow, well, it so happens that Nathan OTR YouTube comes up, so hey, I'm going to follow that guy. Next, I can connect it with Facebook, do the whole social thing. Yeah, sure, I can either be notified of email alerts or notifications. I can start a free trial. In this case, I'm just going to click maybe later and do the trial, just do the trial stuff for now. So I can kind of see there that I've logged in, I've got a Strava account now. So we're going to go back over to the Zwift Racing app. We're going to sign in with Strava. It's going to want to authorize. So yes, we are going to authorize the Zwift Racing to connect to Strava. And because we're already logged into Strava, it's automatically connected to it. So now I've got a Zwift Racing account. Awesome. But I've got to claim my riding profile from Zwiftpower. And we're going to come back in here and paste it into that rider search field. Now, mine didn't come up only because it's a new account. I've only just created it. It might take some time for it to appear, but if you've been Zwifting for a little while, chances are it's all been synchronized already and your account will appear. To show you what it looks like, I'll just paste it in my main account. There it is there, Nathan. And then what I do is I can hit that plus icon right there and I can claim or link my Zwift racing app to my Zwiftpower account. You can now start entering general races in order to help generate your ranking. Your ranking is sort of how you perform. If you're a D grade rider, a C grade rider, B or A, in Zwift racing app, it's a little bit more granular than that. So there's a lot more categories. There's 16 in total for all the different rankings. And the ranking in in the Zwift racing app is based on how well you win, how good you are at racing. Whereas Zwiftpower is more about your power over 20 minutes. Okay, so the final step is to then go and find a team to join. So the best way to do that is through Facebook. In this case, we're going to open Facebook up. We're going to go to AHDR, type them in, and there'll be a few Facebook pages that come up. We're looking for anything to do with AHDR racing. Click on them. We're going to join the group. Some groups have different joining mechanisms than others. But once you've joined the group, you can then go in and post a message. Just post a message. Say, hey, yeah, I'm new to Zwifting or new to Zwift racing. Interested in joining and racing. Who do I need to talk to? Boom. Once you've done that, WTRL.racing is a great website. That's like the main portal for Zwift racing. You can go and register an account there. It's very easy to do that. I didn't step through that because it's just register it, put your email address and password in, that's it. But what I'm doing here is I'm clicking through my profile just to show you sort of what you get to see. Now this is the past ZRL season, which just finished in March. I was in the AHDR Commodores team. You can see some of the other riders in there, and a bit of information about that. I hope they don't mind me showing this. What then happens is your race manager or your captain will get what's called race passes, which are emailed to you. You click on that. It's like going into Zwift Companion app and clicking an event and joining it. So the race pass is sort of like your invitation to go and race. Once you've accepted that and you've chosen the right group to go into, and you'll be told all this, you then see your race in the Companion app, just like you would any other race. The time, the date, and which pen you've got to be in, and you're racing. So give it a shot, have at it, see how you go. Let us know if you've got any questions or if there's anything that didn't quite make sense, or if there's anything else that you're interested in knowing about, and we'll see if we can add it in later on.